Good afternoon. The leaders of China and Spain this morning pledged to strengthen their relations and work to safeguard multilateralism at a time when the world is being impacted by various conflicts, including the recent war in Iran, and that came during a meeting in Beijing. We should strengthen communication, consolidate mutual trust, cooperate closely, oppose the world's retrogression to the law of the jungle, and jointly safeguard multilateralism, so said the Chinese President Xi Jinping during a reception for the Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez at the Great Hall of the People. Sanchez agreed and said both countries can contribute to finding solutions to the various trade tensions that exist, to the geopolitical difficulties and complexities of today's world, to the wars, to the environmental and social challenges that affect the world. Sanchez is in China for his fourth trip in just over 3 years, to the world's second largest economy. The government is expected to approve one of its most significant immigration measures in recent years, opening the way for around 500,000 undocumented migrants already living in the country to apply for legal status. The proposal is due before the Council of Ministers today and would create a regularisation process for people who can show they were already here before the end of 2025 and meet a series of conditions. The plan is aimed at people who are already part of Spanish society but remain outside the formal system. That often means working without full protection, struggling to sign rental contracts, or being unable to regularise family life despite having lived here for some months. Under the government's earlier outline, applicants would need to prove at least 5 months of residence before the 31st of December last year and show they have no criminal record. Critics say the policy is creating a wider European problem, however, if newly regularised residents later try to move elsewhere in the EU. Spain and Belgium have pledged a combined €2 billion in new military aid to Ukraine following recent defence talks. The agreements focus on strengthening Ukraine's air defences, expanding drone capabilities and increasing long-range artillery supplies. Spain has pledged €1 billion for this year, with discussions centred on expanding defence cooperation under the European Safe Mechanism. The discussions also address continued backing for the Czech initiative, aimed at supplying Ukraine with long-range artillery for frontline use. And drivers this week face intensified speed checks as authorities target one of the leading causes of fatal crashes. There will be more roadside mobile speed cameras, hidden Guardia Civil cars, as well as local police speed traps in some of the least expected places. Traffic officials began a special 7-day operation yesterday. Guardia Civil traffic officers are working with regional police and participating local forces to monitor vehicle speeds on motorways, conventional roads and urban stretches. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.